Hello, Silva. Alrighty. Hello, Silva. Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm letting everybody know. I'm currently letting everybody know that I'm live. I had a bunch of things grabbing my attention at once, so like I had to rush to get everything set up, so I don't have all the things tweeted out like I normally would. I was just making a Facebook post on my my Facebook, and I almost shared my donation link instead of the stream link. Maybe a bit quiet. Okay, I can adjust the volume. The thing is, I'm gonna be quieter than normal because I'm in a house full of people, and like I'm literally right beneath their floorboards. So this is about the volume. No, I don't want to. So it's funny. All right, when I was still streaming Mutants and Masterminds, right? Not really. You guys might hear some banging and knocking as we go on. Just ignore that. Everything's fine. I swear everything's fine. Let me check and make sure it's using my proper microphone. Hold on. Okay, OBS is reading off of my actual headset mic and not the mic of my and not the mic on my laptop. So that's good. That's a step forward. We call that a win. All right, just Facebook posted it. Alrighty. But I'm hoping that, like, cause I mean, I'm not a very loud streamer. I'm not one of those. I'm a very chill streamer. So I'm not going to be screaming out, making a whole bunch of noise. So I'm hoping that that makes things go a lot more smoothly. Okay. Oh, whoa. And then I gotta make sure I label this, since this isn't a Twitter video. This is... Yeah, I'm not loud and I'm not lewd. Just chatting, okay. And I don't have this saved to a playlist. Okay, all right, great, awesome, outstanding. Okay, now Would help if I had my model on screen now, wouldn't it? I'm sure there are other say-so VTubers. I'm sure there are other say-so VTubers. That is one of the main appeals. Now the tracking is going to be a little bit weird because I'm in a darker room than I normally am. I might have to mess around with my lighting, but one of the upsides of using a virtual avatar is that lighting is not nearly as much of an issue as if I was doing a regular stream. Like, I'm not sure if I could do regular streaming in this environment. Let's switch over. Okay. Yes, Haruka, the cult leading moose, might be say-so. She might be. Yeah, okay. This is tracking all right. We're doing pretty good. There's a couple things I can grab from storage that might help me out, but I'm just not sure if it's going to be worth it. So I actually took notes. I actually took notes this time to be a prepared streamer and actually have something to talk about. And I have a container of zero sugar Propel water and an unsweetened iced tea right here for me to drink as I'm streaming, so I can stay hydrated. And you know, it's quite hilarious, but being in this situation might have improved my streaming habits more than anything else. Yeah, it's just been one of those days. So I'm gonna give a quick rundown of my situation. For Silva, you know most of this. This is also for the lurkers and anyone else who's just hanging around in chat, so I can just let you all know what's going on. And yeah. Now, see, this is how you know I'm still me. Because if I had really been replaced with an alien that was actually a productive and successful part of the of society, I would have actually made slides for my notes. And instead of my just chatting generic stars background, there would be actual slides with bullet points behind me. That would be how you'd know that I'd been replaced by some kind of super productive alien. So yeah, let's get started. I guess I could theoretically, like, we could just do it live. I could just have a stream of just like putting in the added text boxes and then adding the text as we go. No, I'm not going to do that, though. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, let's get rolling with a quick rundown of what's going on. Sorry there was no stream Monday. It just didn't work out that way. A lot of stuff happened. I was packing Monday, so I have a variety of mental issues, but the long and short of it is I cannot hold the job. I can't be gainfully employed. That because of my mental issues, hindering my performance, and even if I could be gainfully employed, it would not. There is no guarantee that my mental health would survive the experience. Just to put it bluntly. Just putting it bluntly. Now, some people have asked me if I stream as a source of income. I actually just stream because I make no money doing this. I do this as a hobby. This is something I do to chat with people, to hang out, to game, and to interact with people. This is very much a hobby and a thing I do because I have fun with it. Like, if I was really going that route of I want to be a professional streamer, like, yeah, of course I'd switch back to Twitch. Like, YouTube may be where it's at long-term career-wise, but in the short term, when it comes to making money, Twitch is where it's at. That's just because of affiliate being able to get the subscriptions, and them talking, and Twitch talking about dropping the minimum payout from 100 to 50. Like, Twitch is, well, I don't know if they've done that in America yet. I know they've done that in some countries. But Twitch is not where I'm at right now, just because I went through this kind of weird experience with Twitch. Because at the end of, I don't know if you've ever streamed, but then at the end of your stream, it tells you, Twitch will tell you what they believe your average viewers were. And Twitch will find any excuse to not count a viewer. They will consistently round down because they reward you for having high viewers. I don't know how their algorithm works. I don't know how their system works. I have been in streams where I know I had multiple viewers and it still said 1 as my average, which hurts. And I realized that when I was doing that, it wasn't being good for my mental health, and I was tying in a lot of my self-worth into the average viewer count. And like, I switched to YouTube also because I didn't like, at the time I wasn't doing your standard gaming content at the time. At the time I was doing more long form content, more streaming tabletop RPGs. Oh, hold on. And I didn't want to lose the episodes. I got tired of losing the episodes and having to download and re-upload and all that stuff. But I'm not doing that now. I'm not doing that as much now. And it just, moving to YouTube made sense at the time, because I was doing it as a hobby. If I make YouTube partner someday, that'd be great. But like, every time I stream, it counts as hours towards the view hours needed to reach YouTube partner. So like, I'm always chipping away at that mountain. I just need to get more subscribers. That's the big thing, is I just need to get more subscribers. Anyway, I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked again. And because of my situation, not being able to be gainfully employed makes it really hard to survive in modern society, or any society for that matter. And for a long time, there was a family from my church that had taken me in and was helping me out. They were really supportive of my streaming. They were really friendly and helpful with my diet and with getting me to appointments. And they were just great. They gave out the nose for helping me out as much as possible. But eventually it got to the point where it wasn't sustainable, because the space I was occupying in their house, they needed. And for like, as for what they needed it for and like how necessary it was, that's not my call, because it's not my house. And you know, it is what it is, I guess. And I'd asked them for an extension while I was applying for some government assistance, in order, because I'm going through the hellhole that is applying for disability benefits. It is an absolute nightmare. And you know what's funny? So like, disability benefits are, if I receive them, they can help me out a great deal, right? And when you first are approved and receive disability benefits, you receive this big lump sum that's called, like, I think they call it back pay, where it's like your amount you would earn per month, but then backdated to whenever you can prove your disability started, which usually ends up being whenever you started the application process or whenever it was last time you worked. And I've been receiving a temporary disability stipend that's the government gives me in order to help me survive. But that temporary disability stipend is borrowed against whatever I eventually earn whenever I receive disability benefits. And if I don't receive disability benefits, I have to pay back what I've gotten for that stipend, which I only have to pay it back if I start earning above a certain amount. So like, it's this whole catch-22 where so much of my life is in limbo. But anyway, I digress. I went off the rails there. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of sidetracking and going off the rails because I actually have stuff to talk about tonight. And dude, what did I just get? It's been crazy trying to find a place to go, and I was at church like a couple months ago, and I ran into someone from my TCG days, my trading card game days, that I hadn't seen in forever. And it turns out he lived right next to my church. And we talked about stuff, we hung out, we used to be really close a long time ago. And it was great catching up with him. And we were hanging out a few days later, and I opened up to him about what was going on in my life and how I was desperately looking for a place. And I was like at the point where I might have to go to a homeless shelter. And he's like, okay, I want to bring you to talk to the people at my house to see if you can move in with us because, you know, you're your family, and you're someone I care about. And so he brought me to talk to the people at his house, their family, and they said they didn't have a lot of space. They actually said that they legitimately did not realistically have space for me. But they wouldn't see me on the street, and if push came to shove, they would make space. Said use it as a last resort, as a place to go, worst case scenario. And I actively looked for other places. I got an extension at the place that I was staying, and said, I know you need this space, but can I get a little bit more time? So I did get more time. And then when that extra time ended up running out and I needed a place to go, I finally said, all right, I've got nowhere else to go. I'm coming to your house. So I came on Tuesday, because Monday night I was packing. I found out that my request for extra time at the place I was at was denied Monday morning, and then I found out that I had to be out the door Tuesday morning. And I'm not a morning person. So that was a mad dash to pack, organize my things, put some of my things in storage, and get all of that organized in one night. It was hectic and it was crazy. I was kind of emotionally numb because I'd known this was coming eventually. And it's that thing where, like, if you know it's coming eventually, you prepare for it. So I'd been prepared for it. I thought this was going to come like a couple weeks ahead of time. So they told me they wanted to talk to my caseworker before they made their decision. And in my head, I took that as saying, okay, so they're going to talk to my caseworker. And then after talking to my caseworker, they're going to make that decision based on whatever information my caseworker gives them. So they were going to talk to my caseworker on Monday. And I thought, okay, they'll talk to my caseworker on Monday. It'll probably take them a couple days to discuss and deliberate. So I thought I was going to have a couple more days. And then Monday comes around, and as we're getting ready for the conference call, for the thing so they could talk to my caseworker, they're like, just so you know, the decision's already been made, and this conversation is going to have no bearing whatsoever on whether or not you can stay. I think, and they're like, we think we may have miscommunicated that. And I'm like, what? Okay. And they're like, do you still want us to talk to your caseworker? And I'm like, well, we've already come this far, so you might as well. And that conversation was, I guess, productive, kind of. It was kind of a shocker because they weren't talking about any of the subjects I thought they were going to talk about. So like, they just kind of were grilling my caseworker on whether I was going to receive benefits and help and what my situation was. And, like, it was something, because like they talked to my caseworker on Monday, and I found out when I woke up Monday morning, and they're like, you can start putting your stuff through the dryer to make sure there's no bed bugs, and one of the kids can get down the suitcase so that way you can start packing. That was how I found out that my request had been denied. And then I'm like, I thought you were going to talk to my caseworker, and they're like, oh, we're still going to, if you want us to, but it's not going to be related whatsoever to the decision. Which threw me for a loop. But like, again, it's their house, they have a lot of needs, and it's like they've been patient and kind and giving and helpful for a long time. They've been helping me out for years as I've been struggling through this process. And they did help me out as best they could. So I rolled up to the new place, was very shell-shocked, and at the new place they had some visitors come on the day that I was there, and I don't do super well with new people, so I was dealing with the one group of new people, and then another new person arrived, and there was this kind of almost confrontation that happened. I won't go into details about it, but then it was just like, it was a whole nightmare. Anyone who follows me on Twitter probably got all kinds of like drama tweets as I was tweeting about like my day and my life. I realized that like if I want to be growing my Twitter following, I need to be I probably shouldn't be using it for like as a personal Twitter, and I should be using it to like do engagement driven posts, but I do this as a hobby. And Twitter is my free space, and I'm not about to deal with switching from one Twitter to another if I can help it. So Twitter is where I talk about stuff that I'm really just feeling. Now, the people I had been staying with, they did give me a little bit of money to help me with like survival stuff, and some other friends gave me some money, which helped out a lot. Things are still really scary. And I moved in, and the first few days were really like this past week's been kind of rough, as we've been trying to iron out the sleeping situation and deal with new people. Like I may be open and goofy and friendly on here, but like I tend to be kind of a private person, and because of my depression and anxiety and all of that, it really complicates matters. So being in a situation where I am constantly interacting with people is really hard to do. And yeah, hey, the Raven 20, stuff's going great. How are you doing? I'm just giving out my sob story, just catching up with people about what's been going on in my life. How are you doing? How's your day going, the Raven? Oh, Pell. Hey, hey, Pelly. This is one of that's one of the people that I stay with. Welcome to the stream. We're not playing any games today. We're just chatting, catching up, and I'm just telling my sob story and hanging out with people. So yeah, this past week has been, it's been interesting. It's like there's been some rough times. There's a lot of new stuff, but like there's a lot of new stuff, but the thing that's like been the driving force with being where I'm at right now, and the thing that's very much carried me through, has been the fact that every person here at where I'm at right now cares about me and loves me unconditionally. Like, not okay, that might be a bit of a stretch, but like every person where I'm at now cares about me and wants to see the best for me and is willing to stretch and do whatever they can within their power to help me. And that has been this overwhelmingly helpful thing with where I'm at now. And so I've been slowly building stuff up of, you know, getting the sleeping situation worked out, getting food worked out, because since I'm vegan, I have to get some of my own stuff. And as these challenges have risen up, we've working not just by myself, but like as I bring up that there's something that I need help with, the people here have been really helping me, being really good about yes, not nearly as bad as your onion allergy, Pelly. As I've brought things up, we as a group, like not as a group, that's not the best way to put it, as a family, I guess, I've been able to find solutions for every single thing that came up. And that's just been really helpful, which then, so that's where I'm at right now. And like Pelly actually spent today cleaning out the basement in order to set up so that way I can have this streaming set up. So thank you, Pelly. That I was kind of just sitting there for moral support throughout most of that experience. Like I was just like, should I hold the flashlight? And he was like, no. And thank you. No, there's too much stuff down here to turn into a small room, honestly. And you're not actually supposed to keep people down here. It's really short. I can only stand up if I put my head between some of the support beams, and even then my hair is in the cobwebs. There are so many cobwebs down here, but that means that there's spiders, which means there's less actual bugs. Yeah, if we figure out the gaming thing, be great to have you down here too. Turn this into a little full-on like man cave setup. So that actually brings me into my next topic. So my temporary disability that's been helping me just got turned back on. So might start naming the spiders. Yes. Spiders are friends. Spiders keep away the actual bugs. Spiders are great. And it as we've been able to work through things very much as a family. Because at first when I moved in here, my first thought was, okay, this is just a temporary situation until I find something better. This is a last resort. This is just someplace I stay while I save up resources to try to find anything else, right? But then as we've been finding these solutions to every problem that's come up and working together, and I've been really feeling that like familial like love and acceptance and work, it's brought up this question that I'm dealing with about like, do I start like mentally and emotionally, do I start considering this place as a place where I'm going to be staying at long term and start being like, okay, this is where I'm at? Because like Pelly just went through all this stuff to get my streaming set up down here, right? And now that I've got a place to retreat to that's a place of my own, that solves like 2/3 of like of my hierarchy of needs, right? So the question is, do I mentally keep thinking, okay, I'm always looking for another place to go? Or do I mentally start adjusting more and working on improving the situation I'm in? And I'm not asking for advice on that. I'm just saying that's just something that I'm like, I'm stuck with you. Yes, completely stuck with you. And also wanted to share this. Some of the people that I live with, I fit in well. Thank you. That actually means a lot. I'm not always good at fitting in. And so I gotta be careful that I don't get too hydrated because I'm in the basement, and the bathroom is on the second floor, so I have to go up 3 floors in order to get to the bathroom. So I gotta be careful to pace myself with all this hydration. Which then brings me to the next topic. So some of the people I live with had approached me, had asked me if I'd be interested in cooking healthy meals that the family could share and experience, because at least one person in the house I'm not sure if I'm that desperate yet, Pelly. That'd be a different kind of stream if I just do some peeing ASMR. I am not putting on a catheter to stream, Silva. No. I refuse. I will put on the intermission screen and then run upstairs and run back. Because here's the thing with a bucket, right? So here's the thing with a bucket. If I get a bucket down here that I would then relieve myself into if I drank too much fluids. What do you mean gaming catheters? What, does it have RGB lighting? So here's the thing. What do you, why? Where do you stick the power source? What? Now I'm wondering what RGB lighting would look like reflected through urine. Yeah, some people are into that. They really are. It's P powered. Oh my gosh. That's how we solve the world energy crisis. We power everything with P. Oh jeez. Wait, oh, was that actually a thing in a movie, Silva? But so, okay, here's the thing. If I got a bucket, I have to eventually empty the bucket. Yes, we could solve global warming by making everything P-powered. That would solve all of the problems, Pelly. Oh, it's a comedy group. Okay. That's fun. A fluid pump. Because there are some narrow stairs in this building, and I am not carrying a bucket full of human waste up narrow stairs because I know I will lose my footing and dump it all over myself. And that is not what I want to be doing whatsoever. Where would we pump it to? Like, I'm looking around the basement now. Yes, I do. I just turned around. I do see that pipe. Oh dear. I see. Okay. All right. In times of great need, if I'm doing an endurance stream, direct to the sewage line. Oh my gosh. We might do that then. You got to figure it out already. See what I mean? I present a problem and the family solves it. But this is exactly what I mean. But so we got completely sidetracked talking about gaming catheters, buckets, and sewage pumps. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a great stream. I mean, I guess theoretically, if you know where the sewage line is, you could. But so they'd Silva, you might be able to weigh in on this too, because I know that you are an experienced chef. So it's that pipe. So I mean, I guess theoretically, if we were so inclined, we could install a small urinal or toilet, but that would be literally at the bottom of the steps that lead upstairs. That's because then we need a sink in order to wash our hands or have hand sanitizer down. Like, oh, I can't believe we're actually entertaining this thought. Somehow this devolved from a random sidetrack to an actual plan with steps to accomplish. What's that phrase? it starts as a dream, and then you once you write it down, it becomes a goal. Once you lay out steps to achieve it, it becomes a plan. And once you execute those, hold on, I know this. This is from when I was when I did door-to-door sales and marketing. Well, it wasn't door-to-door, it was close. It was a multi-level marketing thing. But there was this phrase, it was like that they used that we had for motivation. It's like, once you write down a dream, it becomes a goal. Once you lay out steps to achieve that goal, it becomes a plan. And once you execute those steps, it becomes reality. I'm scared that you know the actual steps to accomplish that, Silva. Do you install toilets often? Oh wait, isn't your... Yes, I just remembered that your dad is a plumber. I just remembered, as soon as I said that, I remembered that your dad's a plumber. But also, this place is a rental. I'm not sure if the landlord would appreciate a new toilet being installed in the basement. Anyway, I don't know. Just know, okay, I will say this, right? It's just enough for a connection pipe into that junction, then cover it back when done. You would also need a line to come, most likely from the main into the toilet, in order to refill. You don't think they care that much? All right, I will say this. If, for whatever reason, we do end up installing a toilet in the basement, I will stream it. All right, I will make that promise on stream, and once it's on YouTube, it's forever. If it does come to that at some point, I will stream it as best I can. Yes, the plan has been made. It's funny, now that I'm looking around on here, I'm wondering if you stacked a couple more boxes up, could you fit a small air mattress down here? Once you install a bathroom, have a bed, have the gaming setup, it just becomes a mini apartment. Anyway, geez, y'all got me sidetracked with all this all of this potty humor. So yes, it's always good to be laughing. I hope that made you all laugh too. Because if I'm laughing by myself, it's kind of awkward. Kind of awkward. So one the people I live with approached me about possibly cooking healthier meals that the family can enjoy, because at least one person in the house is looking to clean up their diet, possibly improve their physical health, and they know that I cook more healthy stuff because I'm making vegan food. Just by nature of me making vegan food, it is generally healthier than what they're cooking. So I'm in this impasse because, like, I've been cooking for myself for years. And even then, the last few years when my depression got really bad, I was just getting microwave stuff. You trying to lose weight too, Silva? You had a bad week this week? Hey, it's all right. What's important is that you get back up and keep trying. That's what's important. So, like, it's got this. I've got to sit down and start thinking about what kind of recipes would I make for. Yeah, I guess just increase the recipe amount. But I'm hoping stuff comes out all right. Because I always make food and I eat huge portions. So I always make more food than I'm going to eat, and then I just eat a bunch of it. Like, I'll make 4 to 6 portions, then I will eat 2 to 3 portions at once, and I'll package the rest and I'll eat the rest later. So then the idea of portioning for multiple people. They'll try anything? Okay. I think and that's also going to be an interesting challenge because so much of what I'm used to cooking is involved onions. So if I'm making things to share, if I'm cooking things, there's going to be no onions. So then that's going to restrict a lot of what I cook because a lot of the stuff I use, like I can't use the prepared pasta sauce I normally use because a lot of times that has chopped up onions in it. Ooh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Yeah, that's a big oof. That's a massive size oof. So it's not like, so it's gonna be an interesting challenge. I just gotta think what recipes scale up well. Because I am operating with a limited budget, so I want to think about what recipes scale up well that I can make easily in big batches. Like, I'm gonna be going shopping. I've been going shopping a lot recently, so I'm going to be going shopping, and then I might be stopping by my old place because I left some ingredients in their fridge there. Yes, that is absolutely true. There is a vegan aisle that I can walk to in the store and say, this is vegan food. Your beef and rice bowl recipes, you can sub beef for Impossible Beyond Beef. Drop the onion, just use the peppers, lots of garlic, rice, salt, and pepper. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, Silva. I knew you'd come up with something. So, Pelly and anyone else who doesn't know, Silva, didn't you go to culinary school, Silva? I remember we all used to tease you so much because you went to culinary school, and then right out of culinary school, you started working at Boston Market. Yeah, definitely not going to use that. But thankfully, they have seasonings here. Like, because they know that about Pelle's allergy, they do have seasonings here that don't contain onion. So I have to look at what seasonings they have and see where we can go with it. Oh, that's what happened. I never knew what happened. I just remember you going from Boston Market to working at the call center. I didn't know that you developed a skin condition, Silva. Oh. Yes, the seasonings. Yes, I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Pele. That's rough, Silva. I'm trying to remember what I have because I have a skin condition as well. Is that the one where like parts of your skin cells attack other skin cells and form rashes, and then like they flake off? MSG is great. Yeah, I have that too. I just don't get treatment for it. It looks like, so for years, I thought I just had really bad dandruff and I was super self-conscious about it. I tried all of the anti-dandruff shampoos. I tried all of the stuff. But there was just always dandruff that came down in huge... Oh, that's so brutal, Silva. I'm sorry. Mine is much more mild, so like I have a cream for it, and I have a shampoo, but because of how wild my hair is, trying to wash my hair every single day for a week is just too much effort and work to dry. So I just don't do it because I haven't needed to, and I just deal with having stuff in my hair. It's like, it's a little bit frustrating, it's a little bit embarrassing, but I stopped being self-conscious about it. But like I said, my case is much less mild than yours. Oh, are you familiar with it too, Pele? All right, then. Oh, geez. Yeah, mine has never been that bad. I just have it behind my ears and on my scalp. And I think I have it like, I've had it forming on like the inside of my belly button and the like space between like my pelvis and my belly and my stomach. You have a bottle and the cream? Whoa, are we the psoriasis bros? That's just funny. But I will try. So I've gotta, at some point next week, I've got to stop by the place I was at before. You have a form of it. Oh my gosh. I thought you were just so excited, Pele. I thought you were just so excited that you had to talk in caps. Also, how's the volume? I know, Silva, you said when I started, my volume was really low. I've been trying to steadily increase my volume a little bit in order to, but still staying in control. Is it still quieter? Is it still too quiet? Like, should I turn up, like, I'm at the max volume that I could see myself talking at comfortably. If the volume is still too low, I'm gonna have to actually increase the sensitivity on my mic. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Good up there? Okay. That's good to know. Good to know. Mm. Okay. Okay, hold on one second. All right, sorry about that delay. I'm gonna have to turn up the microphone because I have been informed that I am being too loud and that it is waking up sleeping children. So let's mess. Okay. All right, how's that sound? Good? Okay. All right, I turned up the mic a little bit. All right, good, good. Okay, so gonna take notes for this. Silva suggested a vegan beef bowl. So that's definitely a suggestion. I'm gonna be picking up ingredients over the next few days. Okay. Vegan keema matar. What's that? Oh, is that the beef curry? That's the okay. That's the Japanese beef curry. I remember when we made that. I remember the first time I made that. It was an absolute nightmare because I put all the spices in. Okay. Yeah, I'll see whenever I go shopping about picking up some stuff. You think you're good now, Silva? Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can get any maybe some impossible patties. You're working on building up your spice tolerance, Silva. That's cool. Yeah, so when I was actually shopping at Walmart the other day, I tried to get some jalapenos because I wanted to see if my spice tolerance has gone up or if the last jalapenos I got were just super mild. But the Walmart I was at, it wasn't just out of jalapenos. There wasn't even a slot for jalapenos on the veggie wall. It was really bizarre. The Hot Ones chicken nuggies. Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can. I'll see about picking up some ingredients whenever I go, because I'm also going at some point on Sunday. I'm also going to whatchamacallit, Whole Foods. So I will be looking at some other ingredients there. I haven't really shopped at Whole Foods. I've been very much a I've been very much a Walmart junk food vegan for a while. So then actually having to think about healthy recipes that aren't just microwave this thing is taking me back to when I first was a vegan and everything was hard. But we've got 2 places to start. That beef bowl recipe. Silva, can you send me your beef bowl recipe? I know you've mentioned it. You've told me about it like a bunch of times. I'll look at it. How many people does your normal recipe serve? Is you normally how many servings does that one normally make? You want me to make a room on the Discord? That's also true. That's also true, Pele. Okay, I'll make a room for it on the Discord. And this is what I mean, Silva, about like how my Discord has grown. I just make a room on the Discord as we need it. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna put it in the artist playground section because cooking is an art form. Hmm, 2 to 4? Okay. All right, just making a room on the Discord for it. Recipe sharing is what I'm calling it. Oh, okay. Well, I hope Shauna rests well. All right, so now we've got a couple recipes to work with. Yes, the mini terror. The terror that keeps everyone that scares everyone. I don't know where I was going with that metaphor. It kind of got away from me. I had an idea. Like, you ever have a thing where like you start a sentence full of like drive and passion, and then you get halfway through the sentence, or like 2 words into the sentence, or like a single word into the sentence, and you're just like, I have no idea where the sentence is going. I was gonna make a joke about a mini terror, but like, it just didn't go anywhere. All right. Let me see this recipe. All right, so I would just take out the onion. The complete seasoning. Okay, well, I'll probably use one of the seasonings they have here. Ooh, 3 diced jalapenos. That's spicy. I'll probably double this recipe just to be safe. Um, yeah, I see that. I see that point, Silva. Mhm. All right. Also, uh, ooh, that's nice, Pele. Beef and rice dishes. Hmm, that's pretty interesting, Silva. I also got to make rice. That'll be interesting. Making rice on a stovetop again. I've been using an instant pot or a rice cooker for a long time. Hmm, interesting, Silva. Interesting flavor choices. Hmm. Also, Silva, if you find any, you have boiling bag rice and it's pretty easy. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Ooh, we could use taco seasoning in it. That could be good. That could be really good. So yeah, that could be really good. Also, Silva, if you know of any recipes for kima matar, the thing you mentioned, the Japanese beef curry, you could share that in the Discord as well. Hmm, that could be good. Make it a taco bowl. And now I gotta go find that recipe. I haven't seen that recipe in forever. Ah, mix it with water, stir it into the rice. Ooh, that could be very nice. Hmm. Okay, Silva, I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at this recipe right now. I just Googled it. I just Googled it because you mentioned it. I also might try making a tofu recipe at some point. Might make some tofu and oyster sauce. But I gotta see. Ooh, I have to see if my vegetarian oyster sauce. It's a mushroom-based sauce, but I have to see if it contains any onions. Hmm. That's interesting. Lots of thoughts. There are a lot of great dishes I could make. But I do think the beef bowl might be where I start. It's not one that I've made before, but I know beef bowls are like, it's really hard to go wrong with them. Because it's literally a protein and rice. Anyway, to move on, since we've been talking about the recipes for a while, we've got two good ideas, two good recipes to start with. I'll probably post pictures of what it looks like after I cook one of these recipes just on the Discord. I might make another channel for it. I might put it in the recipe sharing video just so you all can see what the recipe looks like after I cooked it. But I'll probably post a picture of it in the Discord. Anyway, I want to talk about the future of streaming and the channel. I'm not going to make any huge promises, but I think things might be able to go back to how they were. With me doing Monday night and Friday night streams. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be very careful. I'm probably, I'm probably not gonna be able to use vegetable stock. Anytime it calls for vegetable stock, I'm just gonna have to use water. Or depending on how hardcore this is, we could make vegetable stock without onions. That we could make vegetable stock without onions just to have veggie stock to use for recipes. Because making veggie stock is just chopping up the vegetables and then boiling them for a long time till all their flavor comes out of the vegetables and into the actual broth. We would just need containers to store it in. Mason jars do work. Yeah, they could work for storing some veggie stock. I'm wondering, because other people have onion allergies, so like there's gotta be... Yeah, I'm looking online. I'm seeing some recipes that contain no onions and no garlic. Yes, I should make it for anime night tomorrow night. I should be able to be there, and looking at what I've seen of my connection speed, I should be able to stream the anime for anime night tomorrow night. So I'm just that brings me into the next section, the next segment, um talking about the future of the channel and my content creation and all of that whole package. Right now the plan is to do Monday night and Friday night streams. I might go back to doing Final Fantasy X too. I might do some. Kelly was just showing me this GTA 5 thing. If I can get a deal on GTA 5, to do some kind of a thing where like you have this mod where you're playing as a police officer or first responder in GTA, and I think that sounds really interesting to be a police officer in a GTA world. I don't know if my laptop can run it because I've never played GTA before. You're going to boycott and protest against the onions, Pele? I don't even know what boards are, Silva. I don't even know what those are. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so okay, these are incredibly frustrating things to play. Okay. But I was just thinking doing GTA, playing as a first responder trying to survive GTA um might be a really interesting experience. Um and that could be really fun. So we'll see. It all depends because I don't even know how much GTA is. And then that comes down to this whole thing of, am I saving up to leave to move somewhere else, or am I investing in where I'm at now, where I would be using my funds to get things for the now, you know? Yes, that was the other thing. Kelly was mentioning that we can partner up and do like a playthrough together. And that could be exciting to do some fun times with that. That could definitely be some fun times. Um but yeah, anyway, back to what I was talking about. The plan right now, I'm gonna do my Monday and Friday streams. Tuesday night, I'm gonna be, the big thing for this coming week is gonna be getting back into all of the RPGs that I stepped away from because I didn't know if I was gonna have a space to game. And now that I do have a space to game, I'm gonna have to contact all of the people who are running all the games that I was playing in and be like, hey, I'm available again. I have a place to game, so we can do that. I do tabletop role-playing games, so like D&D and stuff. So I'll talk to people about that. And like Tuesday night, I play in a game of Lancer where it's like like a board game where you're playing as a giant robot pilot. So I'll be doing that Tuesday nights. Now my stuff in the middle of the week like is not streamed. The only things that I stream are going to be the Mondays and Fridays. But it'll be nice to have things again and be interacting with people again. I don't know if my sleep schedule's been really weird because people wake up really early in this house. So I might start doing some daytime streaming. So I don't know, I might add other streams. I might, if I'm energetic and motivated, I might add some other daytime streams. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but I'm not promising that. I don't want to make a promise I'm not going to deliver on. I've done that more than enough. I've done that more than my fair share. I've made so many promises that I couldn't deliver on. I'm not trying to keep doing that. And so I do that. Wednesday I play D&D. Thursday night, okay. Thursday night is Critical Role. Critical Role is this TV show. Well, not TV show. It's a stream where a bunch of nerdy voice actors play Dungeons and Dragons, and they stream it, and it's amazing. And I love watching them play it. Like I watched last night. Like I had to go through this trouble of setting up my laptop. Like Pele can tell you, I had to go through setting up my laptop in Pele's computer room in order to watch Critical Role last night, and I am so glad I did. It was such a good episode. Oh my gosh. It was so good. And I'm so glad I got to watch it live. Well, it's not exactly live because they pre-record it, but like that, which is actually kind of funny because Dungeons and Dragons games are notorious for having scheduling issues, and the fact that arguably the most famous Dungeons and Dragons game in the world, Critical Role, had to start pre-recording their episodes because they had scheduling issues and couldn't all make it for Thursday nights. That just blows my mind and is hilarious. But yeah, do that Thursday, Friday night stream, and then Saturday night I do anime night where we watch anime. We've been watching through Gundam Seed before, so we'll be watching anime on Discord with Jalen, with Okusen, and a few other viewers, where we can just unwind, watch some anime together, and enjoy the ride. Yes, I need to do that. I need to make sure, because if Okusen's not there, we can watch something else. We don't have to watch Gundam Seed if he's not there. We can watch something else. We could continue Civil Gear, or we could try like maybe some Escaflowne. That could be fun. That could be really fun. Oh, okay. Do you watch anime, Pele? Hold on one second. Pele ran downstairs to show me the specs required to run GTA 5, and it looks like my computer can run it. It looks like my computer can run GTA 5, which arguably I shouldn't be super surprised about, because it's like, how old is GTA 5? I really should not be surprised. I miss my PS3. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But didn't GTA 5 do that thing where you had to buy like the Legendary Collection or something? Yes, the Kaiba Core PlayStation 5. It looks so much like Seto Kaiba. That's hilarious. It's funny, I'd completely forgotten that my intermission screen doesn't have, like, I'll switch to it again really quick so you can see it, but it doesn't have a microphone thing. So if I, instead of, if I need to mute because someone comes downstairs, I can just switch to intermission. Like, look. Yeah, so my intermission screen is just my background music. That's the only audio that plays during my intermission screen. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not gonna make promises, but we'll definitely look into it. We'll see what it comes out to. Oh, premium edition on Steam is $25. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. Yeah, that because I always get worried when it talks about a new game because I'm so used to games costing like $40 to $60, and that's just brutal. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think I need premium edition for using that mod, do I? Can I could probably, if the premium edition is 25, then the regular one's probably like 20 something, so that should be fine. Let me look at it now. Let me check it out now. Yeah, just the game? Okay. Well, I don't need the premium edition. I want to see what the base price is of the game. Oh, okay. That's for the base game? Okay. It's asking for my age. Oh, it's on sale. Oh. Yeah. You're right. You're right, Perry. Pelly. I don't know why I called you Perry. Pelly. Okay, so the game is normally... The game is normally just about 30 bucks. But it's being sold in a bundle with some Criminal Enterprises starter pack That's normally $10, but they're saying it's 40. I just want the... I don't want the... Why do they not have an option to buy the default game without... Why do... This is so bizarre. No, you are not a platypus, Pelly. I don't know why. That's just what I want to say, and I don't know why. Okay. I just don't understand. Click on just the game in the bundle. Pelly the platypus. It takes me back to the exact same page. It takes me back to the exact same page. And like their major update that comes with the game costs an extra $10. That's so bizarre. Yeah, whenever I click on it, it takes me back to the same page on Steam. No, it's not a bad price. It's a very good price. It's a very good price since it's on sale. I have to cover some necessities first, but I think I should be able to swing it. But yeah, we'll see. If maybe playing this might give me some more times to stream. We'll see what that pans out to be. Do the anime night on Saturdays. This Sunday, well, normally on Sundays I run a game, a tabletop game. It's online board game with a bunch of my friends, but this Sunday we're not having it because one of the people is busy, which is fine. That gives me more time to ease into my situation. Hey, there's no problem, Pelly. There's no problem. Didn't Steam used to do game sharing? Didn't that used to be a thing? I could have sworn one of my friends used to share his library with me. But I think it was like we couldn't both be playing the same game at the same time if we were connected to the internet. And it wasn't... From Reed? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I knew it was something. I remember it was something. But yeah, so it would be nice to restart to restart my life in a new place and just see. You're right, that is no fun. Because then you can't play together, and that's the whole point. I think I might have to get another lamp down here. Because just looking at how my model is moving, I can tell it's like getting caught sometimes where I think the camera is losing track of my face. So I might have to get a lamp down here to light it up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just glad this is going, and let me see. Have I dropped any frames? You got me? I haven't dropped any frames whatsoever, which is why I'm glad of that. I made sure to set my bitrate way below the effective maximum that I could operate at. I went through some tutorials about streaming with bad internet and was able to calculate the maximum bitrate I could safely stream at, and I kept myself way below that maximum bitrate just to be safe because I know other people are using the internet too in the house. I feel like Pelly's gonna come running downstairs with a lamp. uh, that all caps. I don't know. See, then again, the caps button could have got stuck again. It could have got stuck again. Or do I just need to get closer? Getting closer helps a little bit. Found it. Oh no. What did you find? I hear footsteps. I hear footsteps. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Well, Ellie came to my rescue with not one lamp, but two. We tried two of them, but it turned out the second one worked out a lot better. Yeah, my model's moving a lot smoother now. It's not clipping like it was before. Before, at certain points, it would just like lose track and just be standing completely still. Yes, they're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away. But this is the kind of thing that I've been mentioning, that like every time I bring up an issue, a problem, or a situation, the families come together in order to help me solve it. Yes, ask and you shall receive. Yes. It started with the gaming catheter and talk about installing a toilet, and somehow it spiraled into getting lamps. Yeah, so I guess I'll to close this out, I'll tell you a little bit about my current gaming setup. So I have my gaming laptop, which is like, I think it's like pushing like 7 to 10 years old. It was top of the line like a few years ago, like at least 5 to 7 years ago. Yes. A horror movie plot. So I've got my laptop. It's on a cooling pad. I have it setting on a giant mouse pad. That's the one I have. I don't think you've seen it, Silva. It's of the Strike Noir Gundam. I don't think I told you the story. So at the game shop, so there's this game shop I used to go to all the time, but it got bought out by this other dude who ended up running it into the ground. But that dude was like always trying to do things to draw more people. Yes, it's a beer pong table in a basement. Yes, my setup is sitting on a beer pong table in a basement with a gun lamp. I keep track of chat on my phone. I'm yes, it works. It's amazing. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is all so great. It's like that warm and fuzzy feeling you get when you chug hot cocoa before the heartburn. So yes, that is kind of my setup right now. At some point, I may invest in getting a better laptop. I may invest in getting a better gaming laptop. Yes, it is so cool down here. I was so worried with being in the basement and having limited ventilation that it was going to be super muggy down here, that it was going to be like deadly muggy and musty. One of my friends that lives here told me, oh, it's going to be super musty down there. It's going to be yeah, Pelly is right now on the top floor. And is, but don't you have that water cooler thingy? I know when you turned that on for me the other last night when I was watching Critical Role, it helped a great deal. Oh, because you sat it on top of the laptop, because I wasn't using I wasn't using the laptop. I was using my own laptop. Do you need it to keep your laptop cool up there? Ah. Is that like an extra coolant thing you use to keep your laptop from overheating? Oh, it's not on. It's just sitting there. Okay. Sylvia, you might have to get one for those for your laptop when you use VR. I've heard VR can be brutal. Oh, you need the motivation to move it. Goes from quiet to Harrier jet in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes is still a pretty long time. It still is a pretty long time. Yeah. So definitely look into this GTA 5 thing. Never know, might do some streams with Pele. Under the table is a good spot. I guess that is a good spot where you could put that coolant fan. Multiplayer GTA 5 at once? I don't know. I don't know. I still have to look up more stuff about this mod, this plugin Pele was telling me about that lets you play as a first responder. You get to play as a police officer. Yes, please don't. Please don't, Pele. Don't want to get banned. I have no idea what ground it is. And also, like, so like, I've been hoarding money because I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know where I was going to go, and I have been in this kind of like survival mode of only spend money when absolutely necessary on things that are absolutely necessary. And this kind of circles back to what I mentioned earlier about like, do I exit that survival mode? They turn Honey, I Shrunk the Kids into a survival game? Like, if I stop constantly thinking about where I'm going next, and I let myself spend money on things that I want, like games, like computer stuff, and in order to do that, I would have to accept that this is where I am, right? I keep some money for survival, but then I could get myself some limited, because I have been on this whole not spending any money thing for a long time. Like, obviously you never want to spend all your money for fun things. You have to save money for survival things, right? But for the last few months, I have been in absolute survival mode, and I have not spent money on anything. Okay, correction. Well, addendum. I did buy Captain Crunch, but I got that with food stamps. But like that has been the only like non-survival thing, and even that was just really rare. So it's like that whole thanks, Pelly. It's good to know that I have so many people who support me. It's just hard, like, having been in that absolute survival state for so long, it's just kind of hard and kind of, I guess, a little bit scary to exit that. And to be like, we're okay now. We have shelter now. It's just a lot, you know? I have no experience with that whatsoever, Pelly, so I can't speak on that because I've never been in the military. But if you say that that's a similar comparison, then cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, sure thing, Pelly. I'd be glad to hear more about it. I'm always up for more conversation. So, Pelly, do you watch anime? Let's change the subject from these heavy topics for a second. Not as much as you used to? Well, I am a huge sucker for giant robot anime. Any kind of thing with giant robots or power suits, I am all about. Which reminds me, I want to get one of those DVD player things that you connect via USB. Yes, Gundam has been a bread and butter. I used to build Gundam model kits. I still have my Gundam model kits in storage. I used to build those all the time. I think a while back I did a stream, like a few years ago, I did a stream where I was building a Gundam model kit on stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw the pictures. You were like doing some panel lining on one of the legs, Silva? Seam line removal. I knew it was something with a line. I knew there was line in there somewhere. Right. I don't know how you do it. I still think it's wizardry. I still think it's absolute wizardry. it's having been in survival mode for like so long, it blows my mind that at one point in my life, I had so much excess funds that I was I was able to keep a roof over my head. I could invest in trading card games. Like I was chipping in on cases of sets of trading card games, and I was buying model kits to assemble and paint and share with my friends while also making payments on a car. Well, paying for car insurance because I had a used car at the time, so I got mine super cheap. Anyway, we are coming up on the end. I normally like to stream for like short streams, doing really long streams. I think we should be fine. They have pretty good internet here. I think it should be fine to do the anime stream. But I guess I just like having some level of control over it because it's my Discord server. We'll talk more about it off stream. We can talk more about it off stream, Silva. Anyway, so like I was saying, I normally like to stream for like 2 hours, maybe a little more, rarely a little less, because I find short streams to be energizing, to be something that I can do and be excited about and have fun with. But like, I used to do these really long, like 4 and 6 and 8 hour streams, and those were just so draining. It burnt me out on streaming a lot. Just because it got to the point where it wasn't fun anymore. It became it became work. It became this slog. Also, at the time, I was streaming League of Legends, which that's a whole other ball game. That I will not touch again. And so yeah, with that, we're coming up to the end. That's where I was going. Sorry, I got lost for a second. I was talking to my psychiatrist the other day, and she was like, she was doing the evaluation that she does every few months to check where my mental health is at and where my like stuff is, and just to gauge where I'm at. And one of the questions was, do you ever find yourself losing track of what you're doing, getting easily distracted? And I think it was like disoriented. I don't remember if disoriented was part of it, but basically, do you ever find yourself losing track of what you're doing or getting distracted? And I was like, yes, it happens a lot. And I am on the highest safe dose of my ADHD meds. My doctor told me my ADHD meds do not safely go higher in dosage. If I want more ADHD meds, I have to wean off of this one, get on another one, and there might not be another one that's going to give me a better effect or higher dosage. So that's just crazy. And so I thought that, this is where I'm at. And my psychiatrist was like, we can send you to occupational therapy to work on some strategies. Yes, my ADHD is that bad. Yes, my ADHD is that bad. And my doctor was like, we can send you to occupational therapy to work on some strategies to some strategies and some training and some exercises and stuff to help you with your organization and with keeping track of things to keep you from losing track of what you're doing. And I'm like, I guess like I did something like that when I was a kid, right? I was in some kind of a special education when I was a kid that gave me all that stuff. A lot of it just amounted to keep a planner, which keeping a planner works until the planner isn't the new and exciting thing anymore. As soon as it stops being the new and exciting thing, you just lose track of it again. Well, I just lose track of it again. But yeah, so that's something I might do. It's like my psychiatrist mentioned it, and this was the point when like I didn't know whether I was going to get the extension or not at the place I was before. And so I'm like, doc, I don't want to start up occupational therapy if I don't know where I'm going to be living. Like, I don't know if that's something I can commit to if I'm just like at the time I was just struggling to keep a roof over my head. But now that I'm at a safer, more stable place, like that might be something I look into to see if maybe going through that training, even if it is covering a lot of the same material, maybe covering it as an adult might be helpful. Might be something that is helpful and healthy for me. So I mean, again, it might not, but I guess at some point I try to be the glass half full guy, because whether the glass is half full or the glass is half empty, I'm going to have to drink the glass. Used to be a fly on the wall you would never know looking at me now. Yeah, you tend to be a very outgoing and active person. Sorry about that. One other thing I was thinking about was like, if I get my never mind, I won't talk about that. I just realized I was gonna say something I was gonna completely. Well, I mean, you've been very helpful, and you've been we can talk more about it off stream, but you are a great person, and you make the world better by being in it, Pelly. That's one of my, not catchphrases. Catchphrases is like kind of cheapens it, but that's one of the things that I'm about. Is about letting people know how valuable and precious they are. Sometimes one of the streams I do, I don't know how often I'm gonna do them. I did them for the last few streams because I didn't know where I was gonna be. But for the stream, instead of gaming, I just do kind of this just chatting thing, and then I go on Twitter and I find people on my timeline and I say nice things about them because I want to reinforce this idea that they are good people, that they make the world a better place just by being in it, and that they are valuable, that they have value. And because I think so many things, so many forces in this world try to devalue us and tear us down. So one of the things I try to do whenever I can is to build people up and share that with other people. And each one of us, in some way, shape, or form, I believe each and every one of us makes this world better just by being in it. I believe that's not something cheap and dime a dozen, but by saying that each one of us does that, I believe that makes it something special that's unifying, that we all make this world better with our own unique talents, experiences, hopes, dreams, and values, that we make this world a better place by being in it and sharing our experiences, and that you don't have to be some big productive member of society who has all of their stuff together and has a great credit score and an amazing job. You don't have to be all of those things to be a valuable person. Just by existing, you make this world better. And that's something I want more people to understand, and that as more people come to accept their worth and understand how valuable they are, that we can make this society better. Yes, find the similarities in our differences. So yeah, one of the streams I like to do is to just go on Twitter, find people on my Twitter timeline, and say nice things about them, and ask chat to come up with things that I can say for people, to say nice things and to make people's day better. Because Twitter can be a cesspool of negativity sometimes, and I think it's nice to say nice things to people. So I'll probably do that for one of my streams coming up. I don't know. Right now it's Friday night. I have to go help out with dishes because my friend, one of the people who lives here, asked me to help with drying dishes and putting them away. So we're gonna knock this out in order to clean up and keep the kitchen cleaner. So with that, I am going... Why is my phone just going nuts right now? Sorry, I use my phone to keep track of chat, and my phone just went really weird. So I just want to say to Silva, to Pelly, to anyone else who watched the stream and just hung out and lurked in the background or didn't say anything. I didn't get a chance to share this to as many people as I normally would. So I'm pretty sure one of my friends, Kiarda, who normally watches me stream, may not have made it, but like, it is what it is. I didn't get a chance to share with more people that I was going live. And YouTube notifications can be kind of weird. But then again, Kiarda might be watching, lurking in the background. I have no idea. But I want to say to each of you, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to me ramble on for these last 2 hours as we talked about RGB catheters and how to install toilets. And thank you for sharing ideas and experiences and sharing your time with me. Yes, hello, silent viewers, and anyone else who watches the VOD afterwards. I know some people watch the VOD. Like, I've watched my view count go up. So hello to them. And I want to say to each and every one of you that you are important, you're precious, and you are valuable. That I believe in you, and that you, each and every one of you, possess an infinite potential in order to do amazing things. And I want you to know that I love each and every one of you just the way you are. Hope you have a good night, and also always remember the motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always, always, always stop to enjoy the memes. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and share with your friends. And you can also follow me on Twitter or Discord. There's a link to the Discord server as well as to my Twitter in the description. I am pretty active on Twitter. I always said, even if I stop streaming, I'm probably going to keep tweeting, just because that's become my sounding board where I scream into the void. And also, sorry, I haven't done this in a while. I skipped last week. I skipped Monday, and I've just had so much happen. I've been off my game. My outro is just getting terrible. If you ever feel motivated to donate and help improve the stream and improve my life, there's a PayPal link as well as a donation link through Stream Elements and a Ko-fi link in the description below. You don't have to, but every little bit helps to improve my life and improve the stream. And I appreciate each and every one of you, whether you give a dime, whether you comment even a single time, or whether you don't do any of that and you just show up and watch. I appreciate all of you. Well, thank you for coming, Silva. Just don't scream into the void down there. Scary things might happen. That's true. I might get told that I'm waking children. That could be. That's one thing I have to make sure I moderate. Like I kept my volume down here, but I have to make sure I remember to keep my volume at this level, so that way I don't wake sleeping children. Anyway, good night, everybody.